So I'm going to explain the first assignment, which is related to the Pentaho data integration. Before we begin, I would like to show my database, that the one I'm going to use. The database that I'm going to use is the players database. It is based on the football players that we have over here in this JSON file. It has some of the best players like Kevin De Bruyne, Toni Kroos, Karim Benzema, and so on. So without further ado, let's begin. Over here, I have created a transformation. The way uh, it needs to be created is by creating a transformation job over here. I've named it as my last name, first name, and then the transformation. From the input, I have taken a JSON input, and then for the output I'm going to use a table output because uh, we are going to store this table into MySQL, right? And those are relational database, so a table is more of a relational database. And over here in the input we can see that I'm using the same JSON file that I've created that I have created. And then we can preview the rows over here. Let's go ahead and do that first. Yeah, we can see the players over here. We have four fields as of now, like four columns as of now: ID, name, goals, and assist, right? So let's do okay. And in the output we have a connection is the database connection. The way one is supposed to create it is by going into new, putting it localhost, the database name, basically the players database, the username being my root, and over here I have to select my database, which is MySQL, and then native JDBC. Yeah, once I'm done that, I establish the connection. Over here I can just test it out if it works or not. I can see it is working, so great. Now then yeah, the SQL query that I'm using in order to create a table is this one. We have ID, name, goals, assist. Those are going to work to be our columns, and the data types are given over here. Let's execute it, but before executing it, let me show you the players database. Let's use the players database, and let's see the tables, if there are any tables. So we don't have any tables as of now, so let's execute this query. Now we can go back and let's see, we have the player table now, and let's describe it a little bit. Oh, sorry, my bad. We have player underscore table. Cool. Same fields and their data type. Cool. Now let's close it. Okay, and let's try to run the job and then check the step metrics over here. If it works, it works. Oh, let's check if it has any values, by the way. uh, so as you can see, no values as of now. Once we run this query, it should have the values that we expect it to have, which is from the JSON file. Great. Now let's run the same query again, and hola, what do we have over here? Great, right? So let's go back, and transformation 1 is completed. Similarly, for the second transformation, the input is going to be a table, the same table that we used in the first, created in the first transformation. We are going to use that as the table input, and the output is going to be a subset of it. So for the subset, I'm just going to use two things. One is the ID and second is the goals. As you can see over here, first being ID, second is the goal from the play table. And then in the output we have a query. Again, we have connections and everything over here, and I can see ID and goals. So we don't have that table right now, right? Show tables, nope. So let's execute this one. Okay, let's close it. Okay, and let's check it again. Great, right? Now let's run this query. And hola, again step metrics, let's check it. 50-50, read write, input output. Cool. So let's check if we have the values. Select all from place underscore subset. Cool. Right, we have the values that we need, right? You can also check select id comma name comma pools from the first table, which was play table, right? Cute. Now that this is done, in the final step what we have to do is connect these transformation files. The way we are going to do it is very simple. We have to get these two transformation files. Like we have to create a job actually. Once we create the job, get into general, drag and drop the start over here, and use these two transformation files, drag them over here and drop them over here. Once we do that, we just have to run it and we see if it works or not. If it works, we'll see all the green arrows. And hola, we are done with the assignment. Thank you. I hope that explains everything.